Morning. I spent the night in the Land Cruiser up here at Poughkeepsie Gulch and Engineer Mountain intersection, and had a small breakfast with some coffee and packed up and about ready to roll. And it is 6:48 in the morning, and it was a really good night. Had some great neighbors. They fed me Arizona style burritos, and they were so good, made with green chilies and all that. It was really good stuff. So heading up to Engineer Mountain first thing this morning. Give you an idea what it looked like. I'm gonna head up this way, and we'll creep up there and take some pictures, shoot a video, and then move on down to, I guess, Animas Forks or Hurricane and Corkscrew. I don't know yet. So here in about maybe an hour and a half, I'll be on top of Engineer Mountain. I've been climbing now for about 30 minutes. In the first 30 minutes of that, it was really slow go in some really rocky areas, loose big rocks, and then the road kind of got better. I was averaging about 3 miles an hour back there, and now I picked up the speed a little bit to 4 and 5. We're at 10,000, almost 800 feet, and according to this, we've still got 6.5 miles to go. This is what that first section was like, a lot of rock like this right here, and just real slow go. But we're climbing up here. I don't know what the name of this little gulch area is, canyon, but it is quite spectacular with the sun coming up. You see the sun line creeping down the mountain over there, and I like it that I'm on the shaded side this morning. I don't have all that bright light on me. I saw a deer a while ago. She was walking down the road. I got within about 100 feet of her, and she just walked off to the side. Last night, a buck came running through camp with a big rack. I have no idea what he was thinking, but I was with our neighbors, and they fed me Arizona style green chili beef. One of them has a 5,000 acre ranch, and they grow grass-fed beef. And the old guy Kelly, who's the dad of at least 2 of the guys, he cooked it up and invited me over and said, "Hey, come on, man." So we had some awesome burritos that were just out of sight, and they were Arizona style. Alrighty, so 1 hour in, still have a little over 5 miles to get to Engineer Pass. I came up on a place where I just couldn't get through. The way the truck articulated, it had one tire off all the time on each axle, so there was no grip. It just wasn't happening. And so I ended up taking this alternate route, and it is absolutely rugged, really rugged. So you can see right here, you go up a steep incline. Can you see that? The sun's kind of in our way, and it's like one big obstacle after the other. And look at there. There is a Tesla truck way up here. Well, I know he didn't do what I just did, so maybe the road's getting to be a little easier. So I'm supposed to turn to the right here and zigzag my way back up to the top. But I like the way this road over here looks. I think I'm gonna drive over there. So was originally supposed to go on that road to the right of that mining cabin right there, but there was an obstacle just to the right of it that I could not get up. It was just diagonally crazy. Couldn't get a grip, and I guess I was supposed to go up that way and find my way up to the pass, but instead it looks like I've got this, and it's another 3/10 of a mile longer, but that Tesla truck's in front of me, and I'm assuming that whatever he can do, I can do. So after getting turned around, my GPS kept wanting me to go and take the most difficult route, so it was routing me through all these obstacles. Turns out when I came up to this intersection earlier, I should have just kept going straight. I mean, turn right. Instead, I turned left, and it was going to route me right back through the same stuff that I'd already been to. So I think this is going to be the easier route. We're on County Road 2, and we're down to 4.6 miles. So I've been at it now for an hour and a half, and my goal is to make Engineer Mountain, I was hoping within 2 hours of 6:45 when I got started, but I think it's more going to be like 2.5 hours. But creeping along good now, and I think we're headed in the right direction. I felt like I should video this. It just looks like an alpine meadow. I keep looking for that silhouette of a bull elk on the horizon, but haven't seen any animals other than a few birds and about 5 or 6 deer on the way up. But once I got above the tree line, I haven't seen anything. But it's pretty spectacular here. All right, finally got somewhere. This is the intersection. Oh, there's ice on the ground. Looks like the water last night froze. It's running down the road. Engineer Pass to the left. And you can go to Lake City that way, or Cinnamon Pass to the right, and you can go to Lake City that way. Also, Animas Forks is that way, which is a ghost town, mining ghost town. And here's a road I just came up. It says Ouray that way, but you gotta be prepared to go that way. That's a pretty rocky, tough spot. As you can see, my Land Cruiser's still in one piece. I guess we're gonna head on up the Engineer Pass. I think what I want to do after that is I want to go down to Animas Forks and maybe into Silverton, get some internet service, check in with the peeps. Well, 2 hours in, and I've still got 1.3 miles to go. But this is the scenery that I'm looking at, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, one thing I've learned actually on this trip is sometimes it's better just to confront the problems head on, and don't just look for an easy bypass. Sometimes it's easier just to confront it. You know, you prepare yourself in life, and you have all these tools and resources and connections, and then we think, oh, I'm going to try to do a shortcut. Well, sometimes that shortcut ends up really hurting you, and you end up having to back up and try again. Why not just confront them head on? You've got the tools, you've been prepared, so just do it. Closing in on the last half mile, and I'm not gonna lie, this last half mile that I just finished has been steep and rocky, and the altitude, I mean, you turn your head real fast and you get lightheaded and it plays tricks on you. I wish I'd set up the incline thing on my GPS, because there's been places where it felt like I was going up 45 degrees, and like if something broke and you had to roll backwards, you'd just roll off of this steep side here and it'd be over. But I'm just creeping along here. Hadn't seen anybody this morning. Woo! Look at that view. I think that's the view out towards Montrose, where the flatland is. And the wind is absolutely whipping it. Let's see if I can zoom in a little. Wow. Wow, that's all I can see. Now, I don't know, but that looks like not a pass over there on top of that mountain. Let's see if I can point to it right there. There's a road or a trail going up to it. I'm not going that way, not unless I have to. Looks like there's an avalanche blocking the road anyway. So I'll just creep on this last half mile and get to the pass. It's been an incredible morning. It is 9 o'clock, so I've been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes and got at least another 15 minutes to go. And there she is. There is 3 motorcycle guys there. Only folks I've seen other than the Tesla guy this whole morning. Oh, there's somebody down there on a side-by-side coming up from the Lake City side. They actually are pretty well suited for these bumpy roads. They can just absorb it with no problem. So this says mile 18. I have no idea where that's 18 miles from, but you see them, they're blasting up the hill. The road looks a lot smoother on that side though. I'll give them credit for that. Looks like the guys are mounting up. I'll have time for a photo shoot right by the sign. There's an American flag up this morning celebrating America's 250th anniversary, and somebody feels patriotic up here. It's been said that fewer than 1% of the people in America will come up here and experience this. And I believe it. Wasn't easy getting here. And the conditions up here are pretty rough. I bet the wind's blowing 40 miles an hour and the temperature's gotta be in the 40s. Feels like the wind chill is 25. But in order to experience what the 1% experience, you got to do what the 1% do. It just doesn't happen. You got to do it. I'm headed back down to the intersection where it says Animas Fort, Cinnamon Pass, and then I'm going to decide where to go from there. Pretty windy up here. There's still a little bit of snow right there. It's a pretty awesome place here. But but you got to earn it to get here. It's not easy.